Stop scrolling for a moment. I want you to listen to this, really listen. Have you ever felt this quiet pressure inside your chest when you hear English? Not loud fear. Not panic. Just a heavy feeling that says, I should be better than this by now. You understand some words. You watch videos. You studied in school. Years have passed. But still, when it's time to speak, your mind freezes. When someone talks fast, your brain shuts down. And later, when you're alone, you think, why am I still stuck? If that's you, this video is not random. This is not entertainment. This is a conversation you've been avoiding. Let me ask you something honestly. How long have you been learning English? 2 years? 5 years? 10? And now ask yourself a harder question. What has really changed? Not your intention. Not your plans. Your results. Because time alone does not make you better. And your brain does not learn just because time passes. Most people don't fail at English because they are stupid. They fail because they don't understand how their brain actually learns words. And no one ever explained that to them in a simple way. You see, your brain is not a notebook. It's not a dictionary. It's not a classroom. Your brain is more like a nervous system that protects you. It keeps what feels useful. It throws away what feels unnecessary. And this is where most English learners lose. You watch a video today. You learn 10 new words. You feel good for 5 minutes. Tomorrow, your brain deletes them. Why? Because your brain is asking one question only. Will I need this to survive or succeed? If the answer is no, it lets it go. That's why you forget vocabulary. That's why grammar rules disappear. That's why you feel like you are starting again and again. And slowly, something dangerous happens. You stop trusting yourself. You start saying things like, I'm bad at languages. My memory is weak. I don't have confidence. But that's not the truth. The truth is, you never learned how learning works. Let me talk to you directly now. Your brain learns words through connection, not repetition alone. Through emotion, not pressure. Through use, not memorization. Think about your first language. Did you study grammar books as a child? Did you memorize word lists? No. You heard words again and again inside real moments. Your brain connected sounds to meaning. Meaning to emotion. Emotion to memory. That's how learning sticks. But now, as an adult, you are doing the opposite. You force yourself. You rush. You compare yourself to others. And deep inside, you're scared. Scared of sounding stupid. Scared of making mistakes. Scared of being judged. So your brain goes into defense mode. When you're relaxed, the brain learns. When you're tense, the brain protects. That's not motivation talk. That's biology. Let me be very clear with you. Every time you say, I'll start seriously next month, your brain hears, this is not important. Every time you open an English video but scroll after 2 minutes, your brain learns a habit, escape. Every time you avoid speaking because you're not ready, your brain learns fear. And habits are powerful teachers. Now imagine this. You're sitting alone at night. Phone in your hand. Another day gone. You tell yourself, I'll fix this someday. But someday doesn't come by accident. And I'm not here to shout at you. I'm here to tell you the truth calmly. If you don't change how you learn, your brain will keep repeating the same cycle. Hope, effort, forgetting, frustration, over and over. But there is good news. Your brain is not broken. It's just following instructions. And in this video, I'm going to help you rewrite those instructions. Not with tricks. Not with motivation lines. With understanding. In the next part, we're going to talk about the biggest mistakes people make when learning English and why traditional methods quietly destroy confidence. But before that, I want you to pause. Ask yourself one honest question. If I continue like this for one more year, where will I be? Same level. Same excuses. Same regret. Or something different? That decision starts here. Good. If you're still here, that means something inside you is awake. Now let's talk honestly, no comfort, no lies. Most people don't fail at English because they don't try. They fail because they keep using methods that feel safe, not methods that work. Let me explain. The first mistake is learning without purpose. You open an app. You watch a random video. You read something because it looks useful. But your brain is asking, why should I remember this? And you don't give it an answer. So it forgets. Your brain needs context. It needs to know when and why a word matters. If you learn the word negotiate but never connect it to a real situation, a job, money, a conversation, it stays weak in your memory. Words become strong only when they solve a problem. Second mistake, too much passive learning. Be honest with yourself. How much time do you spend just listening? Without stopping? Without thinking? Without using the words? Passive listening feels productive. But your brain treats it like background noise. It's like sitting in a gym watching others exercise and hoping your body changes. Listening is important, but active listening is what builds memory. Active means you pause, you repeat, you connect, you reflect. Without that, English stays outside you. It never becomes yours. Third mistake, waiting for confidence. This one is dangerous. You tell yourself, when I feel confident, I'll speak. But confidence doesn't come first. Confidence comes after action. Your brain builds confidence by surviving mistakes. Every small mistake that doesn't destroy you teaches your brain, I'm safe. Avoidance teaches the opposite. And here's something no one tells you. Fear is not the enemy. Comfort is. Comfort tells you, don't push today. Rest. Scroll. Tomorrow. And tomorrow becomes months. Now let me explain how your brain actually learns new words simply. Your brain remembers what it meets again, what it uses, and what it feels something about. That's it. Not word lists. Not pressure. Not long study sessions. Short. Repeated. Meaningful. Let me give you a simple system. Not perfect. Just effective. First, one theme at a time. Don't learn English. Learn English for meetings. English for daily life. English for confidence. Your brain likes focus. Second, one small input daily. 10 minutes is enough if it's intentional. One short video. One short story. One clear topic. Your brain prefers consistency over intensity. Third, immediate use. After listening, do one thing. Say one sentence out loud, write one thought, explain it to yourself. This tells your brain. This matters. Fourth, return, don't restart. Most learners restart again and again. New notebook. New app. New plan. But memory grows by returning, not resetting. Come back to the same words. The same ideas. In new situations. That's how depth forms. And let me say something important now. You don't need talent. You don't need perfect pronunciation. You don't need long hours. You need honesty and discipline. Honesty to see what's not working. Discipline to stay even when motivation drops. Because motivation is emotional. Discipline is logical. And your brain respects logic. If you show up daily, even small, your brain starts changing. Slowly. Quietly. But permanently. In the next part, I'm going to help you turn this understanding into confidence. Real confidence that shows in your voice, your posture, your thinking. Not fake energy. Real inner calm. But first, check in with yourself. Are you ready to stop lying to yourself? And start building something real? All right. If you've stayed until now, this is where things shift. This is not the part where I motivate you for 5 minutes. And then you forget everything tomorrow. This is the part where you decide who you are becoming. Let me say this clearly. Confidence in English is not loud. It's not fast speaking. It's not perfect grammar. Confidence is calm. It's the calm of someone who knows. I don't know everything, but I'm improving. And that calm comes from discipline, not talent. Your brain changes when you show it one thing. Consistency without drama. Not big plans. Not long promises. Small actions. Repeated. Let's turn everything you learned into action now. I want you to imagine a simple version of your life. You wake up. You give English 15 minutes. Not more. But these 15 minutes are different. You don't rush. You don't multitask. You don't scroll. You sit. You listen. You focus. One video. One idea. One voice. You listen like your future depends on it. Because it does. Then you pause. And you ask yourself one question. What is one sentence I understood clearly? You say it out loud. Slowly. In your own voice. Your brain hears you using English. That matters. Then you ask another question. How does this connect to my life? Work. Study. Confidence. Thinking. Now your brain feels relevance. This is how learning sticks. Not by force. By design. Now let's talk about discipline. Discipline is not punishment. It's protection. It protects you from mood. From excuses. From laziness disguised as rest. You don't wait to feel ready. You act because you decided. And here's something powerful. The moment you stop chasing fast results, your brain relaxes. And when your brain relaxes, it learns faster. That's the paradox. Now let's talk about identity. This is important. Stop saying, I'm learning English. Start saying, I am someone who practices English daily. Small change. Big impact. Your brain listens to labels. If you call yourself inconsistent, your brain follows. If you call yourself disciplined, your brain adapts. You don't rise to motivation. You fall to identity. Now I want to talk to the version of you watching this alone. Tired. Confused. Maybe disappointed in yourself. Listen to me. You are not late. You are not slow. You are not broken. You were just never shown a clear path. And now you have one. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be present. Present every day. Even when you don't feel like it. Especially then. Because confidence is built in boring moments. When no one is watching. When there is no reward. When it's just you and your choice. And one day, quietly, you'll notice something. You understand more. You think in English sometimes. You don't panic when you hear it. That's real progress. No fireworks. No announcement. Just growth. And that's the kind that lasts. Before we end, I want to give you a final challenge. Tonight, yes, tonight. Do one thing. Listen to one English video. No skipping. No scrolling. Just listen. Then say one sentence out loud. That's it. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Today. Because momentum is fragile. And action protects it. If this video spoke to you, if it felt like someone finally understood where you are, then stay. Subscribe. Not for me. For the version of you who wants clarity. And tell me in the comments just one sentence. What is your biggest struggle with English right now? Write it honestly. Because clarity starts with truth. I'll see you in the next lesson.